Hey, what's up, everyone? This is the first time I'm doing this Vtube thing. I made this little avatar because I thought this would be a pretty good way to stream videos on YouTube. Um, I like my character, how it looks so far, but let's just say it was a journey to do this on a Mac because it seems like it's impossible to do this on any software that's not Windows or whatever. So, anyway, this is gonna be my first video, and we're gonna like start reacting to this Dr. Disrespect backlash that he's been receiving lately. I'm kind of new to it. I still don't know what it's really all about. So I'm just going to react to this little video that the Score Esports guy is making. So let's just pop right in.
Years of uncertainty, we finally have more information about why Dr. Disrespect was permanently banned from Twitch back in 2020. There are
I thought it was a
allegations
little
that
bit
he
longer
was
than that.
inappropriately DMing a minor back in 2017.
Of
His game
course.
studio has parted ways with him, and he's made a statement announcing a break from streaming.
Okay, so I know Cat Williams said that like 2024 is going to be the year that everyone gets exposed, but I feel like now more than ever, it's just like everyone is being exposed for just pedophilic shit. Like it's just always pedophilia. So it's, oh yeah, I talked to a minor. Oh, a minor this, a minor that. It's like everyone from like Drake, from Dr. Disrespect to Drake, is like talking to minors. And I think I'd known this Dr. Disrespect a while ago. I don't know him personally. I just know of him, and I know that he got some shit for cheating on his wife. You know, properly deserved. But you would think after the first time, and I don't know how far this thing goes. He probably has been doing this for years. I don't know. This is the first time that like, I guess that we're actually finally learning about this. But I just think it's freaking crazy. Everyone's getting exposed for being a pedophile, man. It's like no one can catch a break.
Today, I'm going to do my best to tell you
Okay.
everything you need to know about the situation.
How much you want to bet he's been doing this for years? Like, how much you want to bet that there's like a huge track record of people that like have been on his victim list for years, and it probably goes way deeper than this too. Like I'm pretty sure that like Twitch probably try to cover this up because you know they probably been having to deal with shit like this for years from other streamers. I mean, in my opinion, I feel like Twitch is a really shit platform to begin with, so I honestly don't put anything past them at this point outside of murder.
All this started back on Friday, June 21st, when Cody Connors, an ex-Twitch employee, published this tweet alleging that Dr. Disrespect was permanently banned on Twitch in 2020 because he was, quote, sexting a minor using Twitch's Whispers DM feature. The tweet also alleges that he was attempting to meet up with the person that he was messaging at TwitchCon. Since that tweet...
Of course. Wasn't there like another YouTuber that's like been notorious for like meeting up with minors and like have you learned nothing, JoJo? JoJo, have you learned nothing? I swear, it's like it's the same tactics. It's the same shit. It's like you don't learn from other people's mistakes, or do you just feel like you're the chosen one and you can just get away with anything? I feel like that's what it is at this point. They don't even try to hide it anymore. It's just
Multiple news outlets have published stories with unnamed sources corroborating the information in the original tweet. Doc's game studio has parted ways with him, and Doc has released a statement himself on the subject. But if you are unaware how we got to this point, let me take you back to June 26, 2020. That was the day that Dr. Disrespect was permabanned on Twitch. The news was sudden, and the community wasn't given a reason for the banning. It was also particularly shocking because Doc had signed an exclusive streaming deal with Twitch just a few months earlier in March. It's also important to note that just days after...
like I said, they probably covered it up. Yeah, this is just corrupt. I used to stream on Twitch a few years ago, but then I realized that it's like almost impossible to get discovered on that platform, so I just moved over to YouTube. But yeah, I mean, like look at what Twitch is now. Like I mean, it's just a bunch of cam girls in bathtubs and doing weird, stupid shit, or you know, VR chats. But anyway,
After his banning, he tweeted that Twitch had not notified him why he was banned and later told the Washington Post that he didn't know why he was banned. Then, after 42 days of silence, Doc dramatically announced his return to streaming. This time, on YouTube.
Why did you get banned? Guess what? I want you to look me in my eyes when I say this. We still have no idea.
The stream returned to massive viewership, but it still left everybody wondering what happened. So then things just kind of continued as usual. Doc still streamed, but it was on YouTube until a year later in 2021, when Doc discussed how the banning on Twitch had impacted his career and told everyone that he was suing Twitch.
A lot of people ask me,
I feel like when people say they're gonna sue the platform that's banned them, I usually feel like that's just a bluff for your audience, because I feel like if they banned you, they probably had a good reason to. And I get it, that's not the case most of the time, but like in this situation specifically, if you know what you did and you know how fucked up it is, why would you go out your way to like say that, oh yeah, I'm suing them? And it's like, that's not gonna erase what you did. Like, you do realize that this is career breaking. Like, there's no recovering from this at all. Like, and I think people think that their audiences are like that fucking stupid to the point where they're just gonna believe anything they're gonna freaking say. But it's like, I don't know. I think it's just the way he went off the platform is just very sus to me. So I don't know. It just seems very corrupt and stupid. So like, regardless, and he seems like the type of guy who kind of like dust away his tracks or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, he tries to cover up for himself and he tries to make excuses. He's the type of person who I'll say like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, but then it also gives you reasons for why he's not sorry. It's just, I don't know, really fake.
do you know the reason? Well, yeah, I do know the reason why now. I've known for months now the reason why. And I'll just say this right now, champs. There's a reason why we're suing the out of them, okay?
Oh yeah? What's the
I don't
reason?
know how else to put it. The amount of damages and you just don't... No.
After that, some time passed until March of 2022. He said that he had resolved his legal dispute with Twitch and that neither party admitted to any wrongdoing. Twitch themselves provided a very similar statement to PC Gamer at the time. And that more or less brings us to where we are today. Doc has been streaming on YouTube ever since that original Twitch ban, and there has been very little substantive public discussion about why he was banned in the first place. Now, after Connors posted his original tweet, this story started to move very quickly. On Sunday, June 23rd, The Verge published a report from Ash Parish citing an unnamed former Twitch employee that worked on...
This guy looked like he plays golf. I swear, you can just... He looks like a sport commentator, especially with the mustache and the mullet and the shades.
Twitch's trust and safety team in 2020 during the time of the ban, who also alleged that Dr. DisRespect used Twitch Whispers to communicate with a minor and to initiate meeting up with that person at TwitchCon. After the tweet and the article from The Verge, on June 24th, Midnight Society, a game studio that Doc co-founded, announced that they were terminating their relationship with him.
What the What the fuck? Yo, so how do you get banned? Like, how do you get kicked out of your own company? Let me see. It's like, on Friday evening, we became aware of the allegations against one of our co-founders, Godbeam, aka Dr. DisRespect. We assumed his innocence and began speaking with parties involved. In order to maintain our principles and standards as a studio and individuals, we needed to act. For this reason, we are terminating our relationship with Godbeam immediately. While these facts are difficult to hear, and even more difficult to accept, I don't know, I think I'm just laughing at the irony of this, guys. It is our duty to act with dignity on behalf of the individuals involved, especially with the 50/50 developers and families we have employed, along with our community of players. Yikes. Okay, so that's pretty much the nail in the coffin. I feel like when your own company that you've built up from the ground yourself kicks you out, I feel like that's pretty much a done deal. Like, there's no recovering from that whatsoever. I mean, you know what probably happened? They probably did some digging and found out it's way, way, way worse than what the public actually knows about. And it's like, you know what? Let's just cut the ties off early. Yeah, let's just stop it here, guys. Man, this shit goes deep. And this is why, like, especially 2024, especially not even just 2024, just like in the past couple of years, maybe because of the pandemic, people have more time to, like, you know, research these shitheads in the mainstream about, like, you know, like pedophilia and stuff and just digging up all their dirty laundry. But it just seems to me like this shit goes so fucking deep and it's so disgusting. It's crazy how common it was in the early 2000s where it was like a 17-year-old be like, you'll see them like on a stream with like or a chat with like someone who's like almost 30. It's crazy. And it wasn't right then either, but I don't know why it wasn't taken more seriously back then. I don't know, just...
In light of the recent allegations. And then later that day, Doc himself announced on stream that he was taking a vacation.
First and foremost, though, and
Are you fucking serious? oh yeah, all these allegations, I got kicked out of my own company and the walls are closing in all around me. But yeah, let me go take a vacation. Let me go escape. I know my eyes are blinking out like a mile a minute. It's probably gonna give you epilepsy, but I don't know. I have to fix that later. This fucking webcam, man.
Is, I did have a sort of a planned vacation coming up. I might just extend that starting
Yeah, right.
today,
Planned.
starting now. One of these. Let's take a step back.
In the wake of his announcement the very next day, Cecilia D'Anastasio at Bloomberg published a report citing 3 people, quote, with knowledge of the matter, that claimed Dr. DisRespect had used Twitch's direct chat platform to, quote, exchange sexually explicit messages with a minor. And finally, Dr. DisRespect himself released a statement on June 25th. The statement is long, and we'll show you all of it, but I'm going to read to you his reaction to the specific
Alright, it says, hello, I'd like to make a quick statement. I ain't read all that shit.
allegations being made
Pause
against
the
him.
read.
Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. Were there real intentions behind these messages? The answer is absolutely not. These were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes lean too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. Nothing illegal happened, no pictures were shared, no crimes were committed. I never even met the individual.
Like I said, covering your tracks. Well, haphazardly. I mean, like, you admitted to it, but then it's like, oh, I didn't do anything illegal. I technically didn't do anything super wrong. It's just, I made sure. What you're basically telling the public is that you made sure you were 100% aware of your actions and you made sure to tiptoe around the line just enough where it wasn't like, catastrophically illegal. And it's still really fucked up. I'm not even sure if what I'm saying is even, like, correct about how legal it is. I mean, it's not legal at all. Obviously, it's a freaking minor, but, like, it's just, how people, like, talk their way out of shit and they feel like they can just dance around the actual subject. Like, no, what you did was fucked up, and you knew it was fucked up. You kept doing it, even though you knew it was fucked up, which makes it even more fucked up. So, you're just wording it in a way where it's like, oh, well, there's nuance. No, there is no nuance, you asshole. But anyway, I feel like this is, like, the worst thing to talk about for my first video. I feel like this is just very, very depressing. I thought it was gonna be like, I didn't know anything about this like prior to this video, and I didn't pre-watch it at all. I just jumped into it, but I didn't realize it was like this dark and slimy. Yeah, this was not a good idea for my first video, but we're here anyway, so let's just make the best of it.
Went through a lengthy arbitration regarding a civil dispute with Twitch, and that case was resolved by a settlement. Let me be clear, it was not a criminal case against me, and no criminal charges have ever been brought against me. Now, from a moral standpoint...
Resolved in a settlement. Okay. Awesome. Doesn't make you look better, dude, but okay. Oh, it's not a criminal case. I shouldn't even have to elaborate on that. That's just stupid.
I'll absolutely take responsibility. I should have never entertained these conversations to begin with. That's on me. That's on me as an adult, a husband, and a father. It should have never...
Dude, you have kids? I never understand why people do this shit, like, when they have kids. It's like, how do you not feel more... I just... People are freaking scumbags, man.
Happened. I get it. I'm not perfect, and I'll fucking own my shit. This was stupid. End quote. Now, notably, Doc originally posted this statement with the phrase, quote, individual minor back in 2017, end quote, in it. Then edited the post to remove the word minor, then re-edited to put it back in. It's also...
Yo, like I said, covering your tracks, you try to re-edit a bunch of times. How do you take accountability and you keep going back on it over and over again? It's like... Dude, get your shit together. Like, get your shit locked down, please.
Important to note that back in 2017, Dr. DisRespect was 35 years old. So let's unpack all this a little bit further. In the statement, Dr. DisRespect admits that there was a conversation with a minor back in 2017 that, quote, leaned too much in the direction of being inappropriate. He also says that he went through a lengthy arbitration process with Twitch, which we sort of already knew. He said that it ended in a settlement and no criminal charges were ever made against him. In the aftermath of this statement, there was quite a bit of reaction, as you'd imagine, including a statement from Robert Bowley, the the studio head at the game studio Doc co-founded. Notably, in Doc's statement, he said that the two sides, quote, collectively decided to have him step down, whereas Midnight Society's statement said that they were, quote, terminating their relationship with him immediately. In addition to the Midnight Society news, Aftermath's Nathan Grayson also reported on June 25th that Turtle Beach will not be continuing their partnership with Doc. Now, from where I'm sitting, all these statements leave a few massive unanswered questions. And honestly, I don't know if we'll ever get the answer to them. But for me, I think they're pretty important to understanding everything that happened here. First, was Dr. DisRespect aware that he was messaging a minor back in 2017? And did he stop messaging them as soon as he found out? Understanding this might help us understand the exact nature of the exchange and his part in it. Second, why did it take so long for Twitch to take action? This happened in 2017 and...
Because it's fucking Twitch. Because it's fucking Twitch. Like, look at how Twitch was, like, back in the early 2010s versus how it is now. Like, look at it. Look at it. Like, it's fucking Twitch. They did, like, I think there was, like, one time there was, like, this girl who was having, like, you know, sexual relations on live cam, and she got suspended for 10 days. Meanwhile, most people who just, you know, do regular content get suspended or banned permanently for stupid shit. Just saying, the rules are very skewed towards women, so, or men, I guess. But yeah, just look at Twitch. Just look at Twitch, who they are now. It's like saying when the Bowie incident happened and that guy committed like suicide or whatever, and then they said, oh, it's from like natural causes, even though he was about to snitch on the entire company. It's like, put two and two together, please.
And Doc wasn't banned until 2020. When was Twitch notified, and how did they go about making the decision? The Verge article cites a source who alleges that a significant amount of time passed between when the messages were sent and when the report was filed with Twitch, but doesn't specify an exact time frame. Aftermath's story cites multiple secondhand sources that said that Twitch wasn't notified about the messages until 2020 and acted quickly once they found out. Based on the reporting Nathan Grayson did for the Aftermath story, according to those secondhand sources, quote, Twitch did not execute Beam's ban through standard channels, and only a small handful of employees were present when the decision was made. Documentation was also exceedingly scant, end quote. Next, what was the actual content of those Twitch whisper messages? Doc uses the phrase, quote, lean too much in the direction of being inappropriate, whereas the...
Yo, I'm so sick of this corporate talk. Like, you were sexting a freaking minor, dude. Oh, it leaned towards the realm of fuckery. No, it was all fuckery, dude. You shouldn't be... Hate this shit. I hate this shit so much. I can't even take much more than this. I'm honestly getting sick and tired of hearing, like, all these celebrities and all these, like, icons in society being, like, pedophiles or just doing some weird shit. It just makes no sense to me. It's just... It makes absolutely no sense to me. Especially the... you know what? Yeah, it makes no sense to me. Especially when you have kids. Like, when you have a whole family, when you have kids and shit like that, it's like, nothing in your heart tells you that, like, you know, what I'm doing is kind of fucked up. Maybe I should stop. Maybe I should, like, you know... And then here I am going, like, trying to justify stupid shit.
Sources that Bloomberg spoke to described the message as, quote, sexually explicit. Lastly, when Doc says that he settled a civil dispute with Twitch, what does that actually mean? Was he attempting to get maybe some of the money back from his contract? What was the actual nature of that dispute? Now, aside from all these questions that everybody seems to be asking, there has been a ton of reaction to the news all over the internet. And one interesting perspective came from Ludwig, who shed some light onto what might have happened back in 2020 when Doc was banned just 2 days after Twitch updated their community safety policies.
2 days before he got banned, June 24th, there was a community update post that Twitch dropped that said, we want to provide an update on our investigations into the recent allegations of sexual abuse and harassment involving Twitch streamers and actions we're taking. We're reviewing each case that have come to light as quickly as possible while ensuring appropriate due diligence as we assess these serious allegations. Here's the kicker. We've prioritized the most severe cases and we will begin issuing permanent suspensions in line with our findings immediately. 2 days after this post dropped, the dog was banned.
Now, as I said, people are reacting to this all over the internet. You can go watch any Twitch stream you want. I'm sure they'll be talking about it. But I'm not really interested in showing you a bunch of streamers reacting to what I believe is a very serious issue. What I do want to show you is 2 reactions from people who have been playing with Doc ever since his ban.
My bottom line, I think, is if what he is saying, where he said that he was messaging a minor and would sometimes lead to teeter on inappropriate. If he knew that was a minor and those were the messages being sent, I cannot support that.
Okay, so I don't know what happened to my avatar, but yeah, you basically get the gist of it. I feel like they're just reiterating what already happened, and now they're just like making it more complex and trying to add some more nuance to it. And it's like I feel like for situations like this, there really isn't that much nuance. It's kind of like open and shut case. It's disgusting all the way around. I really shouldn't have picked this for my first video because it was already kind of depressing. But you know, we're here now. But yeah, thanks for watching my video. Thank you for making it to the end. If you did make it to the end, I applaud you because technical difficulties are a mother effer. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, comment if you have any questions about my avatar, because I did make this avatar on a Mac, which is extremely hard to do for some reason with OBS. But yeah, I found a way. Obviously, it's not that reliable because my avatar disappeared, but it lasted, you know, a while, so I can't complain. At least I was able to make this video. But anyway, damn, I don't even have a name for myself yet. I have to make a name soon. But anyway, I'm out of here, so I'll see you guys later.